of a different one on the vlog this week. I'm actually at the hospital because I'm finally getting the patch testing for my dermatitis. If you've been watching my vlogs for a while or reading my blog, I've been suffering from facial dermatitis for quite some time now, particularly around my lips, and also some dermatitis on my hand, and it's been driving me mental. I've not been able to wear lipstick particularly. Sometimes it's really painful and quite unsightly, and generally, you know, you don't just want a very big rash on your face and your skin peeling and it just not being very happy. So I'm really hoping we find out what I'm allergic to, because this process has been going on for like over a year now. I think my first doctor's appointment was pretty much a year ago. So yeah, I'm at the hospital. I'm going to go in. I've got hospital appointments all this week for patch testing. It's quite an arduous process, so I don't know. I thought I can't be the only one who's having to go through this, so I thought I'd take you with me and, you know, see how the process goes, because I've never had it before. I don't really know what it's going to be like. So I better go in. Oh, so that was fairly arduous. Basically, it's now 12:30. I went in, so the last time you saw me was just about 9:15, and it's 12:30 and I've just got back from the hospital. I'm quite uncomfortable. I'm basically pretty much just a surgical tape mummy at this point. My entire torso is kind of, my back and my arms and my tummy are all covered in surgical tape with all the different allergens all taped underneath them. I'm now not allowed to shower until Friday. Great. Not allowed to go to the gym or generally do a lot of movement. Like, even as I just sort of moved, kind of getting in and out of the car and picking up bags, you can kind of feel the surgical tape sort of stretching, and you've got to try and do whatever you can to stop it from coming off. They've given me an extra roll of surgical tape to kind of tape things back down if they come loose overnight. I've got to sleep in a t-shirt, an old t-shirt, and like tape the t-shirt to my body to make sure it doesn't ride up in the night. Yeah, I'm just really glad that I didn't book loads of work this week, because it's not great. Interestingly, like, they had quite a lot of trouble placing the patches on my body as well, because I've got kind of some back knee, and I've got some KP, like keratosis pilaris, on my arms, and they can only put it on clear skin, which is why I've got some on my tummy as well, which is clear. So yeah, it was just fairly arduous, to be honest. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I've just got a load of stuff stuck to me, but it's already starting to kind of feel a bit itchy and uncomfortable, and knowing I've got this on for the rest of the week's a bit weird. But I can definitely see why they've said to kind of wear an old t-shirt and an old bra, because my t-shirt's just stuck to me. It's just stuck where all the tape is. So glad I'm wearing a Primark special. Yeah, so I've now got to try and get some work done. I feel really exhausted. It's really weird. All I did was I had an initial consultation, which was hilarious, with the dermatologist, where I'd taken in all of my skincare and everything to get tested, and she was just laughing at the sheer amount of it. So that took ages, and then I was in the waiting room for ages, and then I sat and had all the stuff applied to me, and that took ages. So yeah, so that's it for now, and then I go back on Wednesday, and I might have to have, I'm going to have all of these taken off, but I might have some more put on, because quite a lot of the higher end skincare I took in didn't have any ingredients on the bottle. It must be on the boxes. So I've got to Google all of that and take it in with me on Wednesday. So yeah, and then that will get taken off, and then I'll go in again on Friday to see what reactions I've had, which is why I can't shower till Friday. But yeah, so all I can hope is that this is all worth it, and we find out what I'm allergic to. So here are what some of the patches look like. These are just the ones on my tummy. You can see that they've got tape over them, and each one has like a little bit of an allergen put in it. Hi, it's Tuesday, and it's been an interesting day so far. Basically, last night was really hard to sleep, because I taped myself, or Dan helped tape me into my t-shirt. So we used surgical tape to tape my t-shirt around the neck and around the bottom so it wouldn't ride up in the night, to try and keep the tabs in place. And then it was just really hard to sleep because obviously I was taped into my clothes. Every time I moved, I felt like everything was coming off. I was advised to try and sleep on my side, not my back, and I am usually a back sleeper, so that was really difficult. And yeah, just basically every time I moved in my sleep, I woke up. So this morning, Dan let me sleep in a little bit late, which was really nice of him. But it also meant that when I got up and got dressed, Dan had already left for work. And when I took my t-shirt off that I'd slept in, one of the patch testing sets came almost entirely off. It was just flapping at the bottom, which was not great. And it was sort of behind my right shoulder blade, so just impossible for me to reach. So like messaged Dan in a panic. I was like, oh my god, I meant to get you to like help me take my t-shirt off this morning in case this happened, but obviously he'd gone. And so I tried various things. I tried like using the end of a hairbrush to kind of try and poke it back on. That didn't work. Tried like attaching tape to a sort of stick and trying to tape it with the stick. That didn't work. At Dan's suggestion, put tape on the floor and tried to sort of do a reverse crunch kind of backwards onto the floor whilst holding the patch in place with a hairbrush and then like easing the hairbrush out to like roll on the tape on the floor. That didn't work. Surprise, that didn't work. And basically it ended up with Dan having to come home from work and fix it back onto me because I couldn't even get dressed to go to his work. So I couldn't put a top on because the patches were all exposed with like everything on them that they've been testing. So God knows whether that one's going to work or not because it's flapping around for about 45 minutes by the time Dan got back to sort it out, and I just feel like the worst fiance in the world because he had to come home from work. So there's my number one top tip for patch testing is if you don't live with someone, then stay with someone who you don't mind getting them to check all of your patches in the morning. And if you do live with someone, get them to check them first thing in the morning. Take your top off and make sure nothing comes off. So yeah, so that was fun and just a bit annoying really. And I still feel like they're sort of coming loose as I'm moving around. The ones that are kind of behind my shoulder blades, every time I move my arms or my shoulders, I just feel like they're coming loose. It just feels like it's not the ideal place to put them. And I've been joking I've got like T-Rex arms because I've been trying not to move my upper arms around. The ones that are on my tummy and like the centre of my back feel really secure. I just guess it's annoying that they couldn't put more on the centre of my back because of the other skin issues I've got there. So yeah, that's the update so far. Hopefully no more events today. And hopefully I'll check back in with you tomorrow when I go back to the hospital. This, by the way, is the giant bag of skincare and cosmetics that I'm taking with me to the hospital. As you can see, I can't actually get it done up. That's how many things there are in there, and that's not even everything in my collection. No wonder the dermatologist was a little bit amused. It's Wednesday morning. I managed to get through the night with extra special taping expertise from my beloved. I managed to get through the night without any of the patches coming off, which is quite exciting. Oh, so much tape on me. Like my neck's all itchy from where I've had tape. Had my t-shirt taped to me, like I had like all around my like around the bottom of my back is all tapey where it's been taped to me, but the patches all stayed on. So I'm now off to the hospital for my second appointment, where I think they're going to take a load of them off, and we'll see what happens. I spent last night copying and pasting 6 pages of ingredients for all of the high-end products that didn't have the ingredients put on them. So if I take that in today with me and check whether anything else needs testing as well. I was surprised by like just how hard it was to find the ingredients for some things. So for example, like the YSL stuff, there's no ingredients on the website. Clarins just has like our key ingredients. Well, that's no use to us. So a lot of these are actually off third-party websites like Beautypedia and Makeup Alley. So I hope they are accurate. Bit of a poor show when brands aren't actually telling you what's in their stuff, especially like if I find out what I'm allergic to, I need to know before I buy, so I can make sure I'm not buying something that's going to irritate me. Hey, so I'm back from the hospital, and yes, I am sat on the bed, lazy. So they, first of all, a nurse took all of the patches off me, but they've left tapes on me that have got all numbers on them, so they can still see where all the patches were and identify them. So here is what most of my torso looks like at the moment, covered in sticky tape marks, and I've still got the tape on with the numbers to let them know what all the things are. My back has got a lot more of these on. I'm trying to work out whether I've had any reactions to anything. Like, it looks like maybe a little bit of red there, a little bit of red there. Difficult to tell. They're the experts, they'll find out on Friday. And they made a list of any kind of reactions that I'd had. I don't really know what's happened there because they played it quite close to their chest. A junior doctor came in first, or I think he was like more junior, and he looked at them first, and then the consultant dermatologist that I saw on Monday came back in and went through them again with him. Now, he mentioned some sensitivity to metals, but then didn't really say anything else. And they both said that basically you can't really tell what reaction you've had until Friday when I go back in. So now I'm so much more comfortable. Do I look more relaxed? I'm so much more comfortable because I've got about 80% less surgical tape on my body at the moment. I'm still not surgical tape free, still have quite a bit on, but it is just the number sort of identifying strips now, not the actual allergens themselves. Obviously I can't really see what's going on, and my back is a mess because it had all the surgical tape on it, so it's all sticky and horrible, and I still can't have a shower. I can't have a proper wash until after the appointment on Friday. So sticky it's going to remain. And yeah, and they kept that big list of ingredients that I bought in, and they're going to read through all of that, and I don't really know. As I say, I don't really know what's happened, so this is possibly not the most exciting update. But yeah, I will catch up with you if there are any developments. I'll catch up with you later on today or tomorrow, but if not, it'll be Friday when I go back to the hospital. Hello. Hi. So it's not Friday. It's actually like a week later. The reason it's not Friday is that I went for my final patch testing appointment, and unfortunately I got really upset afterwards, and just really wasn't in the mood to vlog about it at that point. I have written a quite detailed blog post about it that I'll pop a link down there for you so you can read it. But basically, in short, I went, I sat, I waited, I was seen by 2 dermatologists, including the consultant dermatologist, and the results were completely inconclusive. Basically, they came back that I didn't have an allergy to any of the like 187, 189, I can't remember what it was, different allergens they tried on me. And I've been obviously really hoping that I was going to find out what was causing the problem with my lips, and with my hand. I mean, to be honest, I can deal with my hand, but my lips are the main issue. And I got a bit upset because I was really hoping that I was going to work out what the problem was, just be able to cut it out and then just sort of get on with my life wearing lipstick. And the dermatologist didn't really understand why I was so upset. She sort of kept telling me that there's nothing serious or sinister wrong, it's just like an irritation problem and a dermatitis problem, and there'll be, you know, and I can just stop wearing lipstick and it will be fine. She seemed quite convinced that it is lipstick or lip products that are causing it, because if it wasn't, it would be all over my face. I'm not so sure, but we'll see. I've been given some advice to do some rote testing, which is random open application testing, which is basically where if I want to wear a lipstick, so I haven't worn any lipstick at all, or any lip products since that patch testing appointment. And my lips are quite clear at the moment, although they did flare up on that Friday afternoon, which I'm pretty sure was due to stress. And basically I have to take a lipstick and apply it to my inner elbow twice a day for 7 to 10 days. And if I haven't had a reaction there, I should be fine to use it on my lips. So I've been doing that with one of my favourite lipsticks, and I've had absolutely no reaction. And tomorrow will be the day for me to wear it on my lips, and I shouldn't have a flare-up. That's the idea, is that I'm obviously not allergic to any of the ingredients in it, or they're not causing an irritant. I'm not so sure, because I've definitely worn that lipstick and had flare up before, and I feel like it's irritating a problem that's already there, and it's an irritant rather than actually causing the issue. I don't really know what to do at this point. I'm going to do the rote testing. I'm going to try the lipstick out tomorrow and see if it works, and see whether I have a flare up or not. I can reintroduce skincare, which is really good news though, and I've been told not to worry about any other forms of makeup. So basically I'm back to square one. I've had a letter from the hospital telling me they're releasing me back into the care of my GP, which kind of feels a bit like you're on your own now, to be honest. But they've basically said they've done all they can for me. I've had some suggestions from friendly bloggers and tweeters that maybe it's a food allergy and things like that. I don't really know what I'm going to do next. I may go and see someone privately. I'm going to see how the rote testing and everything goes first, see if I have another reaction, if I have another flare up, and we'll go from there. So that's my patch testing experience. Quite a disappointing one, really, but I know, because I've had comments on the blog and things, that it's worked really, really well for some people, and they have found out what they're allergic to, and being able to sort of, you know, sort their problems because of that. I don't regret doing it, because, you know, it's just another tick in the box of things that I've tried to sort this issue. But so I just hope that sharing this has helped anyone who's going to have patch testing, and shown them a bit what the experience is like. Definitely get lots of surgical tape. Definitely see if you can work from home, because I was so uncomfortable for that week, and like driving was really hard because if I moved my shoulders, I'd feel the tapes all in sticking and things, and I got so little sleep on the nights I had the tapes attached to me as well, because it was just really uncomfortable, because I think I did have a lot of tapes, to be honest, because they tested so many things on me. I don't think that's normal. And definitely make sure there's someone there in the morning after you get up to make sure they can tape down anything that's come unstuck during the night. And that's my weekly vlog this week, so a bit of a different one, and I'm gonna get it all edited and popped up now. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please, you know, do comment. I love to hear anyone's input, and I love to chat with you about it. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you all next week.